Hey everybody. So today's top 9 that we're going to be talking about in honor of the Rugby Sevens National Championship state championship that's coming up this weekend for Virginia. We're going to do the top 9 things that Americans didn't know about rugby. So number 9, there's no forward pass. Not one, not at all. Every pass goes backwards. It's kind of like imagining that trick play that we see at the end of football games when time's running out and the teams are desperate and they basically have some guy sprinting the ball down the field, right? And they're just passing it to the next person they can see behind them as a lateral. That's it, right? So we built an entire sport off throwing the ball and doing these humanly impossible catches. Rugby said, that's too easy, and decided to do it the other way. Number 8. There's a version played underwater, right? There's, say, take a saltwater filled ball so it sinks to the bottom, and then 12 players, 6 of them treading water, waiting to sub in, somehow play rugby underwater. It's like they got a bunch of divers together and said, rugby's too easy. Let's find a way to do it where nobody can breathe. Needless to say, these players are just built different. Number 7. A score is called a try, which is weird because in every other sport, we're trying to score, not scoring a try. And then the points don't even make sense to a casual viewer. It's like 5 for the try, 2 for the kick, but then the kicks are taken from weird different spots at different angles depending on how and when you scored. It's confusing. At the end, you're just nodding along, hoping that somebody else knows how to keep score because it's not you. Number 6. They in the World Cup of rugby, they use the same referee whistle, and they've been doing it since 1987. Somehow it was donated to a museum, and the official whistle has been the same ever since. Meanwhile, we can't even keep the same officiating crew on for a season without some sort of controversy. So anyway, number 5. There's an actual rule called use it or lose it. If your team's just standing out there holding the ball in a pile, the ref can make a decision to give the other team the ball. I wish we had that rule just for some of the other things I deal with, like meetings. Number 4. The NFL has been fighting over this whole tush-push thing. In rugby, that's a whole gameplay, right? Somebody's got the ball, everybody gets behind them and pushes them until they get over the try line. Or as they do this scrum thing where it's a pile of 8 guys showing up and shoving each other around for the ball. Basically organized chaos that we have figured out from rugby that we do, and it's legal in that sport. Number 3. There's this stadium in England called Twickenham or something like that. It's the biggest rugby stadium in the world. It's hosted Beyonce, the Rolling Stones, Metallica, and Eminem. And people think soccer's the big sport in Europe. Number 2, there's a penalty called a knock on. Just learned about this myself. But basically, if you drop the ball or you've got butterfingers, the ball's turned over on that same spot. So in rugby, it's embarrassing, but it's also an actual rule with a name. We have instant replay for fumble review. They just hand it to the other team. And number 1, kickers don't just kick the ball off a tee standing still. They run down the field after a try is scored. They pick up the ball, bounce it off the ground, and try to kick it between the uprights. And they do this from whatever weird angle the ball went into the try zone and all that with their heart racing after running up and down the field. So beat that, Vinatieri. Like, you may be a Hall of Famer, but that's tough. So it turns out rugby is a little more than just a bunch of guys running into each other and beating each other up on a field, trying to survive, and then even underwater. So if you know something about rugby, or any more than just the rest of us, or any more than I just shared, share it with me. Tell me about it. And please clearly explain what you know and how you know it about this game, and give credit, because these boys and these guys out there and girls that are out there doing this sport, they're crushing it, they're killing it, and they're absolute beasts on the pitch instead of the turf. So cheers to everybody who gets to play the game, and cheers to all the players this weekend. We look forward to seeing a good game, and we'll see you next time.